Hello everyone. I am adding our guest Cindy and we're gonna talk about love today. So if you have any questions, please just write below any questions about it. We're gonna answer. Sydney is an expert for that. Hello!
Hello. Good
Hi,
evening,
Cindy.
good day, good afternoon.
Here it's actually still afternoon, but I'm just in this room very so romantic, so I did this atmosphere for you.
Here as
How are
well.
you?
I'm very surprised. It's still sun out there. So, wow. Well,
So for
I'm
everyone
confused
who is
what to say.
watching, yeah, for everyone who is watching right now, I am in Austria. Cindy is in Abu Dhabi. And yeah, we just connected through Instagram. We have same life coach and same purpose of life. So yeah, even perspective about the world, and we just had a chat before about love and love of attraction, love
Yes.
and love of attraction, right? So tell
Yes.
me Cindy, first, how did you decide that you wanna be expert for love? Or how would I say? Is it a love doctor? Is it a life coach? Is it an energy healer? Tell me something about yourself.
I love that you said a love doctor. That's
Right?
really something,
Love
something
doctor.
new for me. Love doctor. Why not? Why not?
You
Everything is
see?
possible, right?
White shirt, red lips. We are love doctors now.
We are indeed. Well, to be honest with you, it's not something that you decide. It's
Mm.
more something that you feel. It's a soul purpose, like soul calling. Something that feels so good, as you said to me, something that feels so good that you cannot keep it for yourself.
Yes, I know
And
how.
while you understand me the best, I think that's why we connected.
Yes, exactly.
The only thing that giving to others make you richer, make you more abundant, that that is what I choose because I follow the feeling. And I catch myself at one point what it is that I'm constantly talking about, reading about, doing my researches about. It's law of attraction and it's love. these two
Wow.
things these two things is my life. And
Hmm.
these two things, I wish I'm a student until the end of my time over here.
Love is just a subject that it's, I think, the hardest and the most important to talk about, right?
Yeah.
So you are a really brave girl to do that, and especially about love of attraction, you know that people just attack you, but then are you attracting everything? Are you like manifestor for everything? And what we said just before when we were chatting, it's not about that you have a perfect life, but it's a journey about the lessons, and when you learn one lesson, you can share with others, and this
Yeah.
is just beautiful.
Yes.
So
I will. Sorry.
for everyone who don't know what law of attraction is, can you please describe from your perspective what that would mean for people who don't know now?
Well, how do you define yourself?
Hmm.
Because if you define yourself as flesh and blood, it will
Hmm.
not resonate with you what I'm going to say now. But
Hmm.
if you define yourself like a spiritual being in this body that serves that your being the
Yes.
purpose, then it will make sense. Because everything is energy. We are energy ball, and we attract things in our life. We attract things that we think that it will serve us.
Hmm.
Actually, everything serves us. But usually we are so focused to attract things that serve us. So many times that the things that we attract, it's not always a summer season. It's the
Exactly.
storm winter day. But even
Yes,
that those days they are serving us, they're serving purpose. So law
this
of
is so important.
attraction is the most important of all the laws. Is the how your energy synchronized with the universal energy.
Wow.
How powerful being you are, that only with being present and thinking and feeling and forming into word, into spell, you can manifest your life.
Wow.
Whatever you see here, whether you are aware of it or you are not aware, it's what you create. That's how powerful we are as a human being. And the law of attraction helps us to little bit, let's say, not to understand, because it's impossible for us to understand the magic universe, but at least to know how it can benefit. So not going against the wind, going with the wind. And it's not all about positive talking, positive bubbly life. It's more about awareness.
Bravo.
And trap yourself, trap your step. For example, it's not all summery and sunshine. Okay, you have the power to change it this moment.
Bravo. What a motivation and energy is going out of you. I love it. I love this energy. So Cindy, today we said we are gonna talk a bit about our love story, about our personal story about law of attraction, right? So as we know, law of attraction, here I have one amazing book, which was like written 20 years ago. It's the amazing laws of cosmic mind power. So whoever is watching it and who was reading, I don't know, 10 years ago, The Secret, or watching the movie, the commentary, we would say, that's great. But it's not just about this book, right? As we said, when you really love that, you just cannot search more about it. Which book do you have? Amazing. Power of Emotions. Amazing. That's the thing, guys. That was like 20 years ago. I still have this book, you know, like that was the first one, I think. Today, if we say we're going to talk about law of attraction, we could talk not hours, but days or months, right? And you can find so many life coaches and so many people who are talking about it on YouTube. Please, people, if you don't know, check. It's gonna change your life. But today we are here to just share our personal experience, because this is what makes us different and you guys different. Your story cannot be same as anyone's story in life. You are unique as we are. So Cindy, tell me about your story first, about law of attraction, how you started, and what really put you in this place that you got this calling, as we said, your purpose of life, that you want to help people how to, what would you say, like feel love, attract love, giving love, accepting love. You tell me.
Yeah. Well, the first encounter, it was 2008, I think, with the first movie or the YouTube clips. I cannot recall, but it was way back then when I was just a student girl and, you know, searching for some truths, and there has to be something, you know, out there bigger.
Yeah.
And as I remember watching the movie, I think, it's still called The Secret. It's very, very like shallow. There is no explanation how.
Yes.
So this is how my search started. Okay, I do understand and it makes sense to me. And plus I do believe in powerful human being as we are. And I'm very curious about mind and mindset and intellectual abilities of a human. So all of this, I connected the dots and I started to like dig deeper. Once you start dig deeper, you encounter amazing teachers, you encounter amazing coaches, and you just go and you dive into it. At one point, you just have a look around. Where are you now? Like happened to me, from a student girl, I find myself moving to another continent. Just like that. Easy like that. And moved to Australia. And it was like, until the moment I woke up in Australia, I was not even aware how I was into that steam. And I trusted and I went with the flow. And then at one point I'm like, oh my God, I'm in Australia. I managed to came to Australia. Oh my God, all odds are on my side. All odds. And then you see, you beat the odds when you trust, when you feel, and when you just do your part. It manifests super easy. But just you need to do your part.
Trust who? Yourself, inner instinct, the universe. Who would you trust?
I will always say, trust you, because you have all the truths and your path here. Nobody can tell you, Cindy, listen, you're going to live like this, and you will work that. Nobody can tell me that. I have to feel what feels right, what feels good, what is giving me abundance. And then I choose that direction.
You said such a nice word, abundance. People are Googling it and having life coaches and healers, therapists, whatever they're calling it, how to attract abundance. And abundance, it's not just money. It's health. It is wealth. It is love. It's how grateful you are for things that you have, that you are surrounded with. Every single thing, even the flowers that I just bought today for you, actually, for this live stream. I said, you know what, pink flowers, I need, you know, the roses. So it's the things that you feel around yourself. So what would you say, abundance and love? How would you put this together for people who don't understand that abundance is not just money?
Well, again, what is driving you in this life? Where is your focus? If your focus is only on material thing, I can tell you and repeat about, no, it's not just like that. It's a higher intelligence, the higher force, call it whatever you want to call it, that we are part of it and it is part of us. And that keep it flow, keep it coming, keep it going. If you show gratitude, if you open yourself to it, more it will come. But what it is, for me, it is love. For me, it is happiness. For me, it is health.
Bravo.
So even the money, it's a part of a big energy that we as a human, we use. And I need that. And it needs me. So I keep it coming and I keep it circulating.
Exactly. Just what we were talking about before. So this is such an important thing that we are trying to share with people, right, Cindy? Love of attraction, love, abundance, and then everything together, what you want to attract in life, it's giving and receiving. It's not just receiving, it's not just giving, it's the balance between these two, right? It's this yin and yang energy, as we said before, even if you're not working and then you're keeping this money and then you're thinking, how I'm gonna survive this couple of months. It needs to be a flow. We are not saying spend all the money that you have and no. Some people think I need to save this love for someone, so I'm not gonna love anyone else. Or they have these younger girls, for example, what I hear like really, really often. I have a boyfriend. Now I don't have time for my family. I don't have time for my friends. People think that you have just this piece of heart that you can give to one person and then that's it.
In abundant universe?
Yeah, or it's love towards a job and they think, oh, because of my job, I don't have time to attract love or attract friends. There is so much different kind of love. It can be just love towards money, which is for some people love towards business, love towards a lot of work. There is again perception about it, right? So for people, we really promise today that we are gonna share our love story. So see, tell me, as you said, you started to believe in this law of attraction, the mind power. So how you feel that you energetically attracted your husband that you are with right now?
First thing first.
Yes.
When you set your mind, when you say to yourself, with the time frame, because let's never forget that we have limited time here. Universe doesn't have limited time, so you need to set the time frame. I set 3 months, or actually it was like, yeah, nearly 3 months by the end of that year, that by the
Mhm.
end of that year, I'm going to find my soulmate.
Wow.
Love of
Wow.
my life. I put it on a paper together with, we women, we know how to do these things, like
Yes.
describe how he will look, behave, everything together. We write down on a paper, but as well, it has to be a time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it will manifest in some other lives. So,
Exactly.
actually, we want
It
it
can
now
happen.
in this. It can
That's
happen. So we want it now.
time frame. That's
And I
right.
set it. And I set that time frame. And I knew I have to do my part. And I knew I have to be the frequency to attract the same frequency. Love goes where happiness flows. So it's that
Yes.
hard. It's that hard to do whatever you can to enjoy this day and the very next day and this moment and very next moment. Yeah, it
Yeah.
has to be a work. Yeah, happiness is work. It's your input in order to have back. This is the wheel. Energy is the wheel. So your input is the first. My work, it was the first. I had to decide every single day, one act of the
Wow.
kindness I will do, I will give in order to receive this love, to this joy. Because kindness gives me joy, gives me happiness. And it's not that hard to be kind toward your neighbor, toward people you live with, on your work colleagues, on cats and dogs that outside on the street. It's not really hard. It takes the minimum and to receive maximum. Once you start the baby
Compassion.
step, compassion, exactly. This baby step opens the door, opens your energy to other people same like you. So there you go, surrounded by amazing people that give you even more joy. And that doesn't make, they don't make you feel, even this other season might occur, which is absolutely normal for us, but it's not that intense. Yeah, you feel
Mm-hmm.
winter, but it's not cold winter, mind blowing. It's just a winter. It's just a season. It's
Mm-hmm.
easy and cozy with the people like you, right? And then
Exactly.
that is how you keep momentum going, because there
Mm-hmm.
is something bigger and greater than just a simple motivation. There is a
Mm-hmm.
drive. There is this good feeling when you give small act of kindness each day, and you
No,
have
you
this
are just
smile.
this love. I can just can feel your love when you talk about it. Guys,
Thank
this
you very
is
much.
the passion that I hope for everyone to feel when talk about something that they are working as a job, as a business side, job, business, whatever. This love that
Yeah.
Cindy is giving right now, like she's so passionate about it. I can feel through camera. I want to hug you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you
Exactly.
very, very much. Thank you very much. So, as I said, it is simple
Mm,
to be kind because we already have kindness in us.
mm.
So, it's not something extraordinary you have to do or invent.
It
Manifest,
is for
keep
some people.
momentum going.
For some people, it's really naturally is for you. Some people they have so many traumas, as I'm always explaining, because I'm more expert for like the limiting beliefs, negative emotions, everything that it's blocking you in your subconscious mind. And for someone to love, it's just so naturally is for you.
Yeah.
Wow. For some
It
people that
was
they
not
have
always like that, though. It was not always
exactly.
like that.
Very good. So tell me about that. Very good. Tell me about that now. How was it before? What was the shift and how did you do it?
Well, I look at my generation as I talk a lot with my generations, or at least more over here. Um, we came from the era where, plus it was the war, plus
Uh-huh.
the consciousness
By the
of
way,
our parents.
Cindy is from Serbia, just for everyone to know. She's from
Croatia.
Serbia. Croatia, sorry. We have the same coach from Serbia. You're Croatian. I'm sorry.
But my husband is from Serbia, so it's okay.
Uh-huh.
I don't define myself anymore. I'm
Yeah,
a
yeah,
girl
yeah.
from Balkan, full stop.
Exactly. Just like that. Yeah.
I'm born in Slovenia. I live in Croatia, and I'm married Serbian. So I'm girl from Balkan, and I'm good and in love with all. Okay.
Similar story here. Yeah.
Uh, I lost the track. What was saying before? Can
So
you
yeah,
remind
we
me?
said, how did you do this big shift? You said that you were not naturally so giving in love, and then you did one shift. What was that
Yes,
shift? And how
yes,
did you do
yes,
it?
yes. Well, as I said before, looking at our growing up period with the
Mhm.
war, the parents who are not like that educated how to be parents. You know, they
Mhm.
delivered the best that they can deliver, and they didn't have that consciousness about, you know, the we will get their fights in a way as a
Mhm.
trauma, and we will be defined by them. So as
Mhm.
well, it happens to me. Like back then when I was kid, for me it was absolutely catastrophic. I came from this destructive family, and with
Mhm.
alcoholism and yelling and everything. So for me it was big tragic, only happened to me. As I started growing up, I saw it's not just me, it's majority of our families. So
Mhm.
in order to proceed in life, you need to make a decisions, or you reach the rock bottom, then changes happen. For me, I
Rock
didn't want
bottom
to.
can be good. Please just, I'm sorry if I just stop you here for a second, guys. This rock bottom, it's so important and for so many people, healing. If you're completely down, think that you can't go more down, that's the best because then you just go up. It's like a
Yeah,
trampoline, right?
yeah, that things really push you to do
Wow.
some work, really
Mm-hmm.
push you.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I give all that I could give into
Mm-hmm.
get out of there, get out of
Mm-hmm.
the family house, get out of there, be independent, be on my own. And as I started, like as I push myself out there, then it opens your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, I
Yes.
have to do a lot of work on this, on this, on this, on this. And you start doing your part, because
Mm-hmm.
there is no better feeling than achievement. I healed myself, or I managed to do this, or I discovered I had this trauma. I was not even aware I had this trauma.
Exactly
So,
what we are always saying. You maybe are not even aware of people's subconscious mind. As I always say in almost each video that I'm posting or post that I'm posting, 95% or more of your mind is subconscious. So you're
conscious.
consciously not aware. And when you
Yeah.
already come to the point that consciously with your 5% or less, you know you have some trauma and a problem, bravo. So I do applaud you for that.
Thank you so much. Yeah, my healing part was just to
Mhm.
try understand, and try
Mhm.
to try to make a peace, whatever
Mhm.
made me unhappy. Because
Mhm.
when I moved to Australia, things didn't
Mhm.
change. I brought myself in another continent. So guess what? Escaping from the place to another place with not do the work. I need to do the work. And I started doing the work. Really, really started doing
Bravo.
the work. And one thing led to another. And I still
Bravo.
up to date. I still have my coaches, and I still have
Mhm.
my teachers, and I know there is always a space to grow. Always,
Bravo.
always, always, always. Coaches
Every
have coaches.
Bravo. We always say that with each coach that we are going to do this live discussion, we always say it's so important to have a mentor, to have a coach, to have a therapist, healer, whatever you believe it's going to help you.
Yeah.
Even we coaches that we work on ourselves already 10 years or more, we still have coaches. Or we just
Yes.
mentor each other like we do. We just like call each other, we do something. It's constant growth.
Constant growth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
It's,
exactly. And
yeah.
it's nothing wrong. Like, is it normal for healer to have a healer? Absolutely. Is it normal for doctor to have doctor? Absolutely. Yes, it's
Absolutely. Yeah,
necessary.
exactly. So what you said really nicely, Cindy, is that you brought yourself to different place with same problem.
Yep.
So what that means, guys, that you are here with us now. It means that you will attract the same situation and people, just in different bodies, but to show you the same problem that you are carrying inside. So what
Yeah.
Cindy said, let me just say for people maybe who didn't understand, because we are talking our language, we just know what pattern is, so I'm just gonna describe a bit more about it. She broke the pattern that she was living for so long. You can live trauma for 10, 20, 30, 40 years and just attract different people, but in same kind of way that they show you the same thing, the same problem that you are carrying inside. Till you don't break the pattern. So you can do it by yourself, like Cindy did. I did with NLP coaching, someone else did with Reiki or some other healing. It's not about one technique. It's not even about technique. It can happen just
It's
like
not
that,
even
being
about
in the
me.
sun outside.
Yeah.
I just say always, because I healed with NLP, my heart, my body, my disease. So I always say timeline, wow. If Cindy was better with access bars consciousness, great. It's the best for her. So what we always say, you need to know what is the best for you. That's why
This
I
is
always
uniqueness.
connect with other coaches. Maybe someone doesn't like me and just following me for I don't know why. Maybe judging, I don't know. But maybe they will like you. And
Yeah.
our purpose is just to share love. And if someone loves you more, what love is, we will talk later. If someone just likes your energy more, great. Please call
Yeah.
us, Cindy, call other coaches that I'm posting. That is love towards
Yeah.
people and what you are doing. It's not a competition. It's not about fear that you're not gonna have people to follow you or love you. It's just about giving, and with giving, you are receiving,
Yeah,
right?
exactly, exactly. I mean, you probably had as well on your journey kind of
Mhm.
certain teachers that you
Mhm.
overgrew. So
Yeah,
you're not resonating with them
yeah.
anymore, and that's absolutely normal. That means you are growing, you are changing.
So for some
So
people, because I know even from my clients, sometimes I'm talking, they don't understand exactly the expressions growing. It's a personal growth, guys. If you never did anything for your personal growth, even if you're 50, 60, 70, it is still a time. I had a
yeah,
client who is around 60, and he said, I never went to any coach, and you are like, half age of me, and you have so much intelligence. Why I didn't know all this earlier? I'm like, no, we just have different perspective about something, and there is still time to learn. And I said, I would
yes,
never do what you did. You are such a great dad. You're such a great partner, friend. You're so good in business. You're good with responsibilities, which I'm not, and I don't want to be. I'm good with something else. So we will never be perfect, right? It's just to accept as well who you are.
yeah.
So this is the next step. Now we said a couple of things how to attract love. And now we come back to what I always talk about on my Instagram, self-love.
Oh,
Right?
that is the core. That is the core. You cannot give what you don't have. And I'm doing on my workshops and my programs for women, we're always starting with self.
Mm-hmm.
You need to build the walls of house, stable walls. So even whatever happen, you can
Mm-hmm.
always have your balance.
Yes.
This is the thing. If your whole life is about the money and career, if you, what will happen to you if you lose your job? Your
Exactly.
old house is gone. But if you invest in your friends and family, if you invest in your hobbies, if you invest in your love life, that house will not totally fall with
Yes.
losing the job, right? You will go back on
Exactly.
track and find a better job. Same with love. If
Mm-hmm.
your whole life is about the partner and finding the partner and
Yeah.
craving to be loved instead of thinking, how can I give love?
Mm-hmm.
You will always attract the partners who are as well craving to be loved. And there is two people craving for love, not matching. And again, getting the story that both of you are not happy in.
They're just in expectation of getting, and giving just in order to get. This is not healthy, right?
This is
So
not healthy.
self-love. Tell me, you said you did this shift. Did you do anything, like we always talk about some techniques for the mind? What did you do for this shift, maybe for more self-love, to be a magnet for love? So now you're such a love doctor.
Back then I didn't, well, maybe I was not even aware that I was doing any kind of techniques. I was just pouring the love into my body, into my mind, into my emotions. Whatever felt like a good and gentle and caring energy, I was doing it. Starting from the music I listen. So what can I control? It's outside world, I cannot control that much, right? But inside world, I can. And plus I can where I live. So if I can control not to turn on the TV and watch all these programs and news and catastrophical events, I can control that. So I can turn and put some nice loving music. Not loving music with a sad love story, but loving music with a nice love melody that gives you a happiness, like a Latino songs or a Cuba songs, or this kind of melodies that really cheers you up, right? I can give my body a nice and a nutrition food, because we all know processed food keeps you tired, cranky, nervous. Fresh food gives you energy. Fresh squeezed juice gives you energy. So this is the thing I can control and I can start with. And I started with. I can inform myself, how can I eat healthier? How can I care for my skin better? How can I do better? And then you just start one thing, another thing, one thing. This is a self-care, guys. Because the moment you start nurturing yourself and caring for yourself, you will start blossoming. What is the next step after you fill your cup? You wish to fill another person's cup, right? You wish to give.
Bravo.
And then it comes to your mind, okay, I'm ready to love someone now. What can I do to attract love? And then, of course, you start searching, what can I do? Okay, I can put on my vision board. I can do my list of characteristics. I can, okay, yes, I can make my momentum going with a little act of kindness. Okay, I can do all of that. It's so simple. It's so easy. It's already in me. And then I start doing. I put a time frame. Time frame manifest.
Very good.
It's not a big job here. It's not a big job. It's not a big thing. It's a small thing with the purpose, with the heart, with the belief, with the energy, and without thinking, it comes back to you. You just give there with all your heart and good intentions, and then watch what will happen.
Very good. What you said now in between is belief. Guys, if you do whatever you're reading on Google or listening on YouTube or Instagram, but you have believed subconsciously that you are not worthy of love, you don't love yourself, worth, there is self-worth as well, you cannot attract love.
Of course.
You have some blockages from the past that, I don't know, you've been hurt, someone hurt you, or maybe you even saw someone else to hurt each other. And you started to believe, oh, I am part of the problem. Or maybe there was a woman hurt and you got belief, oh, we women are not worth of love. This is limiting belief that I'm always talking about. You need to get rid of it. If this is a parallel therapy, NLP coach, or something completely else, you need to work on your belief. Because your reality outside is the reality of your inner beliefs. It's all about the metrics that we are talking about, the law of attraction and the universe. You can't get to the frequency of love if you are on the frequency of belief that you don't deserve love. It's just not here, right?
Yeah,
so
absolutely. I absolutely agree.
It's so important. And as you said, self-love, you cannot give what you don't have inside of you. And this is so important. Whenever I have seminar, I said to women especially, I say, tell me something nice about yourself. No one wants to start. And then I say, okay, then tell me something that you don't like about yourself. And before that, they all said, of course we love ourselves, right? But then I said, what do you love about yourself? What do you appreciate about yourself? What you are grateful for, who you are? They are ashamed to talk about it. Because this is as well the society and parents and everything around us that it learned us through the years. Just give, not to yourself, but others. Don't be selfish, don't be greedy. But don't you think that it's greedy that someone else wants your love and you are not giving to yourself or others? Someone in this story is greedy, right? And this is the thing as well. What would you say? Because people really don't understand this selfishness and self-love. It's something completely different. How would you describe this to people the best from your perspective?
Well, I was once the girl who was as well having this limiting belief. And I grew up where this was normal. Like,
exactly.
What do you mean giving to you first? What do you mean you have to be on the first place and then everybody else? This is just like not acceptable, you know? But then when you see that living by that will not bring you anything, then a constant emptiness and constant feeling of lack of something, then this is the rock bottom. You know?
Exactly.
For me, that was the rock bottom. Girls who were giving to themselves, were putting themselves first. They were happy girls. I wanted to be a happy girl. It's not a selfish to have a time off. It's not a selfish to have a long bath instead of having this coffee meeting with the people you don't even feel like going. It's not selfish. It's not selfish when somebody tells you, sorry, I cannot see you today. I'm not in a mood. It's not like, oh my God, it's not. I love you more if I tell you no, I'm not in my best. Then I come half empty and squeeze even your energy. And this was the lesson I learned as well through a law of attraction. I learned the steps, and I learned how important it is. If I'm empty vessel, I attract empty vessel, and I cannot give, and I will always feel empty, and I will always feel lack of energy, lack of something that I don't even know what I'm a lack of.
Bravo.
And this is like a magic circle. You don't have the end.
And this is the thing, guys. If you saw sometimes some happy couple that you think it's happy, never believe anyone that you are looking from outside. You are not in their shoes. You don't know what's going on. But if you saw someone who is really confident, plus have a self-worth, which is something completely different, but let's say, okay, it's confidence on outside, self-worth, it's inside. So here we go. Someone is there presenting themselves as their best, and someone really loves them. And you don't know why these people want to give more to these people who love themselves so much. Because they are this energy of love when you already give yourself. You are this magnet that you attract people who love you more. And the best example here is parenting or pets. Okay? Why? What do kids give you? Let's say babies. What do they give you? Nothing. Right? They give you love, that's all. But they don't give you something physically. It's just love. Right? And you love them the most. Why? Because they're just this all of the love energy that you want to love. You don't expect anything from them than love. And this is for me then true love as well, as a partner, as a friend.
Unconditional love.
Unconditional love. And this is same with your pet. We were just talking yesterday with friends. Thomas is here. Hi, we were talking with you about cats. Okay, cat is selfish. They always say cats are selfish, and people who really love cats, they love them
The
unconditionally.
best, the best.
Right?
I am
You have
one.
cats, right?
I am
How much do
one.
you love your cat?
Oh my God. Oh my
Right?
God. Oh
And
my
what
God.
is
I
she
can't
doing for
describe.
you? Is she going to the shop for you? Is she buying you a nice bag? What is this cat doing for you?
Just existing there with all
Exactly.
its being, just existing there. I was
That's
always
it.
admiring the cats, to be honest. I love dogs, I love cats, but I never compare them. This is totally
Mm.
two different beings. But I
And
always
you,
admire cats because they're so independent. They
bravo,
know their worth and they
bravo.
don't give it like this. You deserve. You fight for them, you try, you go slowly, slowly after they start trusting you. And the
Mm.
moment they trusting you, you feel like a god. Like
Yeah.
your biggest
They're honest.
achievement because that cat what will give to you and that cat will only go to you, not to other people in a house. And they will love you. And even more they make you feel precious.
You see?
Same
And as
like
I said,
women. Like
like
women.
women. But this is the problem now. It was just some research, I think in US. It's crazy how many marriages exist because of the benefits. It's sad. It's really disappointing. I can't believe that we are still reading about it and seeing it around us. But even subconsciously, some people they are with some partner because of benefits. This is not unconditional love, right?
That's not that
So,
has nothing to do with love. And yeah, it's very tricky if you don't do your research, or at least if you don't follow your soul call. You can
mm,
get trapped into
mm,
what is the new normal,
mm,
into
exactly,
values that are not your values. It's
exactly.
very
This is
easy and
so
very tricky.
important. Not your values, people. This is so important what Cindy just said. So many things you want because you think with your 5% of your conscious mind that you want because you were on autopilot programmed from other
Yeah, yeah,
people, their own
yeah,
values. And then you
yeah.
compare yourself with others. I see this everywhere, especially now in this social media world. Oh, but he got her this and he's buying her flowers, they are traveling, he's kissing her. Really good book is that we were just talking with the sister about it, Five Languages of Love.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing book.
Amazing book. Someone maybe is giving you love from different perspective, kinesthetically, maybe this partner is more touchy and you're more verbal, you want words, and then you're like, you never tell me you love me. But your partner is always hugging you, and this is his kind of love, right? Showing
Yeah,
his
his
kind of love,
language of love. Yeah.
his language of love. So I really recommend this book. And we have one question, Cindy.
Yeah.
One question I got for our live discussion is, how do you know that you love someone? This is really deep one. Exactly what we are talking about now. How do you know that you really love someone?
Well, you don't know, you feel. It's not about, this is not the mind work. It's the soul work. Souls are the one that connect. Souls are the
Mm,
one that will bring you closer to your soulmate or soul friends. This is a soul work. Actually, we are the
mm,
soul. I tend to call me, I'm the soul
mm,
using this body. So in
mm.
this terminology, I'm saying like we feel our partner. We do
Feeling.
our love dance. And then in a moment, because I
Mm,
cannot do my programs because I'm all into summer and flower. I'm
mm,
doing my programs because I've been through all the seasons. And from
bravo.
that point, I can talk you about love. I can tell you about love, and I can talk love.
Mm.
And you need to
Amazing.
understand, when the soul chooses, the mind will follow. The seasons that are not that pleasant, you know, you bring to awareness, it's just the season, and I can work through that. We can work through that.
Wow.
And
This
that
is
is all.
so
This is
beautiful.
love, and this is what I preach. This is what I teach.
Mm. Because this is happening in this nowadays society. People just give up. This is not for me,
Yeah.
even if there is love. But there is one problem, and it's like, this is not for me. Tolerance. We don't have tolerance anymore. Before, what was happening, parents were staying together. It was really, really hard just to leave the family and say, okay, it doesn't work. It doesn't work
Yeah,
out. But now it's like, this is not a problem anymore, no taboo around that, so let's just leave, right?
yeah,
And go to the next and next and next. As you said perfectly before, you can go to another continent and you will just attract different person with the same thing that wants to show you what is wrong
same purpose.
inside of you.
Yeah,
Not wrong,
exactly.
but to work on.
Exactly. It's the best proof how everything starts with us. So before leaving the space for loneliness, and by the way, loneliness is a big sign for you that you need to do some inner work. When you do
Yes.
some inner work, and when you are aware, you need the
Bravo.
4 walls to build: family, friends, hobbies, my career, and love. Whatever you don't have at the moment, you have these 3 of the rest, or 2, or even 1. Start with 1, and then do your work. Build your strong walls. You have a lot of work. You don't have time to be lonely, because in the
Exactly.
process, everything comes to you. In the process, not when you're home and lonely. That is the victim shoes. Victory doesn't happen in a victim shoes.
Bravo. Beautiful, said Cindy. And this is the thing that we were talking as well with other coach. If you go back and just check emotional intelligence,
I
because
love emotional intelligence. Oh, I
this
love it.
is the thing, as you said, people think from here about love. We have second brain here, and we need to start thinking, feeling from here. Right? And we
Absolutely.
have left and right side of the brain, and some people, they're really logical. One side of the brain is like really, really, really working all the time. But another one, as you said, inner work, it's on other side of the brain, which is emotional side of the brain. So there is completely different work. And if you think you are intelligent, great. But ask yourself, are you emotional intelligent? Because if you're not, you're gonna think about love. You won't feel and you won't know even if there is gonna be the right one in front of you.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not even ready. Maybe there is someone that you already know, as it happened to me. I knew my boyfriend for like 20 years before we came together, and we had to go through 2 completely different paths before we again connect, came together, and now everything is just wow, really, like I'm glowing just talking about it. But we needed our own time, and when we saw each other after so many years, we just knew, we just felt, we didn't even think how this is gonna work out. We didn't live even in the same country. We speak 2 different languages at the same time all the time. Nothing matters. You feel, you know, and you do everything what you need to do in order to be together. Right?
Exactly. It's a inner work. It's a soul work. It's not a mind work. Mind is serving us to survive, to take us from what feels good, to take us from what feels bad to what feels good, and to keep us alive. That is the only mind purpose. We can train the mind to help us, because we own the mind. Mind is not owning us. So this is a lot of mind work that I learned through hypnotherapy. You know that it's amazing what hypnotherapy can do, and how can it attract and heal the post-trauma that we are not even aware of. So for me, I've been through hypnotherapy, and I warmly recommend.
Bravo.
Formula for
Great.
men. Try
So,
whatever
therapy, this is timeline therapy that I'm talking about for someone who doesn't understand this, because hypnotherapy, people just get scared and see this as, you know, performers on the stage. But again, you can go back to my other posts where I have IGTV with Life Coach Bogdan. We spoke about that, what hypnotherapy really is, what is timeline, how it can help you, so you can go there and check out this. And now for you, Cindy, please tell these people that they are right now with us, how they can find you, how they can connect with you, what they can expect from you, and what kind of workshop you have for this. What did you say about love? What do you have exactly?
Yes, I name it a Formula for Love.
Wow.
The name just came to my mind, so I just accepted. Formula for Love. And this is the program. It has 6 sessions. Usually I frame it up to 2 or 3 weeks, depends on the group. And we start with the work first, self-love, in order to attract love. And I go through that base, starting with that. Actually, all of this is throughout all the program. And I finish it with just the simple biology between female and male. And when you understand the knowledge, because I encourage my women to believe that they know whatever they have to know, they already know, they came here with that divine knowledge. I'm just here to remind them, because everything that I'm saying, we hear that constantly from our grandmothers. We hear these things. Men like this, men are aggressors, men like to achieve, men like this, right? It's not the first time. I'm just saying about the biology and how, knowing the biology, you can act accordingly. But this is, I believe, for the very last step, because all the focus is to build you. To build you, to build those walls. When you're happy and when you're caring and when you give this act of kindness, you start feeling good. When you start feeling good, you attract good. And it becomes naturally this giving and receiving, and this feeling, it brings this momentum. And then it happens amazing joy. And then it happens this amazing people. And then it happens this amazing guy. Then, but all it starts from you. And this is my focus, and this is just a short description of my program.
Bravo.
They can find me on my Instagram profiles at the moment until I develop my web.
Amazing, Cindy. So there is one thing as well that I would just like to add, that even a woman, they can have this masculine energy.
Yes.
So when you will learn about biology as well and the energy, you will understand that you can be the most feminine outside looking girl. Like me, I was always in pink. I love like flowers and everything, lipstick. But I have a twin brother. We just spoke about this before with Cindy. I have a twin brother, and there was subconsciously competition when we were kids, because he could do something as a boy and I couldn't as a girl. So I started to take this energy kind of and say, oh, if he wants this, I'm gonna behave this way. I'm gonna be this boss. And this is a problem in nowadays for women as well, to attract alpha men, right?
Yes.
It's so important to go back to this feminine energy, to be this love, to be this compassionate woman, and then you can attract alpha. So I hear so many times really masculine women saying, no one can be good enough for me. It means you are not even good enough for yourself if you're already judging someone, right? So whenever are you judging someone else and talking about them, it's you judging yourself.
Yes.
It's something inside of you that you don't like. And that's why you find someone else to judge. So there is so important, as we said a million times today, self-worth, self-work on your inner self in order to attract. And one more time, what Cindy said beautifully for love of attraction, You cannot attract something from the place that you are sad, miserable, from any negative emotion like anger, disappointment, judging.
Yeah.
You need to feel first good. And as Cindy said, she helps herself with good music, with whatever she needs to do in order to feel good. For you, maybe it's gonna be different music. If love music makes you sad, don't listen to this. If house
Exactly.
music makes you
It won't
happy,
matter.
listen to this. Yes. So for Cindy, amazing is Latino music, love music. For someone else, is even house, techno, whatever you need to listen in order to feel good, in order to attract. So this was amazing what you said, because some people really don't understand the first step to
Yeah,
feel good.
how? Yeah, they start with the how, because as you
Yeah.
said, it's a two core of the mind.
Yes.
Simon Sinek explained it in a very well in the book Start with Why. That the out core of our mind is the analytic brain. It's the why. Why? I need to have a reason. I need to have definition, because if I don't understand, I don't proceed. And the center of the mind, it's called emotional mind, that doesn't have to know why it feels. It goes with the feeling, this intuitive living. You
Bravo.
explanations, you know, you already overgrew that explanation and reasons and definitions. You don't care about that. You go with the feeling. And just
Exactly.
go with the feeling, because feeling is actually your signals, your soul giving you
Yes.
signals. We go there, or no, we don't go there. That's not for us.
Exactly.
And
So,
whatever has,
so in nowadays people have this problem that they are not even in touch with their own feelings. It happens so many times that my clients say, "But I don't know what I feel. It's just it doesn't feel good." And I'm saying, "But what is the emotion that you are feeling?" And again, we are going back to this, that people who are really not emotionally intelligent, as we said before, the thing, it's they cannot even feel the feeling because they're so out of their inner body. It's just
yeah,
outside what they see, and it's just analytical mind. So there
yeah,
again, meditation and so many other things, because we are just now on the clock, because life is just 1 hour. That's why I'm just trying to wrap
yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah,
So you can again go back to my post, find Cindy as well. She has beautiful Instagram page, and you
Thank you
can
so much.
connect with her, have consultation, and I'm offering as well free consultation, and then we can talk about the programs, because now we are on the clock. We have just 1 hour, and we are talking about emotional intelligence and how to connect with your inner self in other videos. Or find us on
Yes.
YouTube forever, but now we really need to finish because it's 1 hour of our discussion. As we said, when we start talking, it's no ending.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Tanya, so much for having me.
Thank you, Cindy, that you join us. And if you have any questions, guys, please comment below. If you don't feel good to do that, just text us privately and we're gonna answer in any other video. Okay?
Exactly. Thank
Thank
you, and bye, everyone.
Have a lovely evening, full of love.